Have you ever tried to make cornrows only to step back and realize your parts are way off? One is thicker and the other side is thinner. Or you finish the hair and realize that one is hanging up because there's no hair left at the base. Hey, trust me, we've all been there. But that's about to change with this easy step-by-step process. So who loves biology? So the base is known as the nape, while the front is known as the frontal region or forelock. Now this is 2 times bigger than the nape. Additionally, everybody have different curves on the forelock. So this will affect how you cut the hair. So first thing, we divide the hair into 2 equal sections. Then we part into 4, like the 4 cardinal points. Who remembers? So you're parting one side here and we'll part the other side. If you're enjoying this content, please give this video a thumbs up, as this not only helps the YouTube algorithm to push it to as many persons that would love to learn this, but also helps to put a smile on my face to keep creating content like this. Thank you so much as you do this. So back to the video, we've divided the head now into 6. Normally with these 4 you are good to go, but as a beginner, if you do this last step, it makes your work very easy. So you part the bottom now into 2. We are making 8, 4 on each side. So we are just creating a base here and twist it, and we are doing the same on the other side. So let's observe the nape. For simplicity, we would call it back and front. The back is always smaller than the front, and that is how we cut it. So let's go to the front section. We are going to part it into 2 parts. We are making 8, so 2 parts. The one closest to the ear is often bigger because the hair around that side is thin or smaller. Now let's also notice the angle. Human hair is curved like a semicircle, so when placing your hand, you place it in a slant position and try to cut like a semicircle, and that is what I'm doing. You'll get the points more when we get to the other side. So here we've cut it into 2 sections. So after dividing into 2, now we start just sectioning all the parts. So we are going in for our 4 sections from the top, and we'll join this to the back. That is why I said when you master the base, it's so easy to get proportional cornrows. And so here we will join it. You know, when you were in maybe nursery school, you used to connect the dots, and that is what we are going to do here. So we are connecting the dots. Remember, human hair is curved, so we are going to create a curve as well as we are going up and down. So after connecting the dots, we have our braid ready. And bear in mind that the bottom is smaller, the top is bigger. Those key points are what will help you to gain proportional cornrows. Once you master the templates, whether you are doing session 4 or session 6, your cornrow is going to be perfecto. So here we are just making the cornrows. I've done a tutorial on cornrow. Please check that out. So we are making the cornrow. And we are going to repeat this same process for every other one. Connect the dots. Try to cut it in a slant position or a semicircle, and ensure that the bottom or the base is smaller than the top. Yeah, at this point, I just had to clip, loosen the other parts, and just section out everything, clip it, and made the cornrow all together. Generally, the first one is usually kind of slightly big because that part do not have much hair. So if you cut it small, it's going to affect those in the middle. The middle part of the head has more hair density than the hair appearing by the side. You also put all these things in perspective while cutting your cornrows. Yeah. So we're almost done with this side. The cornrows are done. We have 4 cornrows now of the same proportion. And let's go to the other side. So on this side, I try to cut it from the bottom. That was the straight position. You see the difference? If you cut it straight, it won't work. But if you cut it in a curved position, see if you are drawing a semicircle like this, then you would be able to get equal proportion. So that is what I was doing here. Just smoothing the 2 parts, our starter part, and trying to straighten it up here. I put this in a slow motion so you can see what I mean. So we are basically repeating the same process we've done before, connecting the dots and making the braids. Connect the dots and make the braids. So we connect the dots here, connect the lines. This line is not dots. We are connecting the lines. We connect the line and we start to make the cornrow. So yeah, we have made the cornrow. I had to do this later in the evening to complete this video. And here it is, professional cornrows. My manicure has lost some hair, that's why you see some space there. Or if it was full, everything would be covered up. Thank you so much for watching, and please subscribe if you love this content, and don't forget to give it a thumbs up if you've not done so. Thank you so much for your time, for watching. See you in the next video.